Hello, and welcome back to our special DEI podcast series celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I'm Catherine Liao, Office Managing Partner of our New York office at Squire Patton Boggs and champion of our AAPI Employee Resource Group. Today, I have the honor of spotlighting a rising star among us. With me is Shaun Kim, a senior associate in our LA office, whose dedication and expertise have propelled his career. Shaun has just been appointed to the Korean American Bar Association Board of Directors, and I'm also proud to say he is also my mentee. Welcome, Shaun. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for the kind introduction, and thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. And I want to thank you, Catherine, for taking the time to be here as well.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. First, Shaun, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what led you to Squire Patton Boggs?
Sure. So I was born in Korea and grew up there until I was in middle school when my family, so my dad, my mom, and I moved to the United States because of my dad's job at the time. So I ended up attending high school in Oregon, of all places, and moved down to Los Angeles for college. I went to UCLA and attended USC for law school, so I have been here since then. And prior to joining Squire, I was at a small boutique litigation firm practicing civil litigation, where I gained a lot of hands-on valuable experience. But the opportunity to work for a global firm on sophisticated matters with a diverse team was really appealing to me. And also recognizing the potential for growth and professional development, I decided to make the leap. And I have been here with the firm for over 5 years now.
That's great. Well, I know many people at the firm benefit from having your expertise here. So thank you. And what a change from Korea to Oregon to Los Angeles. I am from Los Angeles, and I know the change from Oregon to Los Angeles in and of itself is pretty great, but from Korea to the US, wow. How has your experience as a judicial extern for Judge Kim McLane Wardlaw influenced your approach to litigation?
So during my last year of law school, and if my memory serves, I believe it was during the last semester of my third year, I was fortunate enough to secure a full-time judicial externship with Judge Wardlaw. And because it was a full-time position, I didn't have to go to any classes. And so I was able to fully immerse myself in the experience and really get a behind-the-scenes look at the decision-making process, as well as the meticulous process that the judge and their clerks go through in drafting opinions. And also, it was through this experience I really came to enjoy and appreciate legal research and writing aspect of litigation. And to this day, I try to apply what I learned from this experience, especially when I'm writing a motion or a brief, to view things from the reader's or from the judge's perspective and really think about how best to make it easier for my reader to reach the conclusion that I want them to reach. Overall, it was a really great experience.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, as I mentioned earlier, you've also just been appointed onto the Korean American Bar Association Board of Directors. First of all, congratulations. And second, can you tell me a little bit more about your appointment and the Korean American Bar Association in general?
So I started getting involved with Korean American Bar Association, KABA, when I was in law school, volunteering at their pro bono clinics, participating in their mentorship program, and going out to some of their networking events. But after graduating from law school and starting work, I became less involved over time due to work obligations and whatnot. And then a few years passed and the pandemic hit, where, as you know, everything was shut down for a while. And I also had a baby during the pandemic. So by that time, I had not been active with KABA for a few years. But in the last year or two, as we started to open back up, I was looking to be more active in my community and to take on a leadership role. And I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to get involved with KABA again. And so one thing led to another, and I was fortunate enough to be appointed to the board this year. And Squire has been very supportive. For example, last month, the firm sponsored a table at Kava's annual dinner banquet. And my colleagues here in the LA office were there to show support. So I'm very appreciative for the opportunity and the support that I received.
Wonderful. And how do you believe your AAPI heritage has influenced your approach to law and client relationships?
My AAPI heritage has instilled in me values such as respect, diligence, and a strong sense of community. And I think these values shape my approach to law by emphasizing the importance of understanding and empathizing with clients' perspectives, fostering strong relationships based on trust and mutual respect, and diligently striving for the best possible outcomes. And also, more generally, I think recognizing the diverse backgrounds and unique experiences of each client really allows me to provide more tailored and effective legal counsel.
I really appreciate that perspective, and I'm sure clients do too. As we litigators know, litigation can be demanding. How do you manage work-life balance, and what hobbies or activities do you enjoy doing outside of work?
Well, as you know, I have a 3-year-old, so that means I have no time for any hobbies. But I really do enjoy spending time with my wife and my daughter. Just the other day, my wife made a comment about how fast our daughter is growing up. And it's true. And I think you and a lot of parents would agree how unbelievably fast time seems to pass when you're just watching your kids grow. So as a family, we make a conscious effort to set aside time for us, whether it's going to the park, to the playground, or even just going to the mall. And I just try to cherish those moments with my family.
That's really great. Shaun and I have related and commiserated as we both have toddlers. So
Yep.
That is also demanding along with litigation. Looking back on your career now, Shaun, what are you most proud of?
So as attorney, and I think especially as an associate, we really appreciate being acknowledged for our work, either from a partner or from the client. And I had a case where our client was dealing directly with opposing counsel regarding possible settlement pre-litigation. And apparently the opposing counsel was obnoxious, not professional, and our client was not a fan. The case obviously didn't settle, so plaintiff filed suit, and we were engaged to defend the client. Long story short, we were able to get the entire case dismissed on a motion for summary judgment. And when I informed the client of that result, he was ecstatic. He called me to share how happy he was and how he wanted to call opposing counsel and really rub it in his face. I think that was one of the more memorable client interactions or client calls that I've had in my career. So it felt really good and rewarding to deliver an excellent result for the client and just to see how happy the client was.
Of course. That's great. Okay, finally, what future goals do you have, both personally and professionally?
Personally, my goal is to become a better partner and parent. As I mentioned before, I have a wife and a daughter, so I want to strive to be the best husband and father that I can be for them. I want to be someone that my wife and my daughter can be proud of, not just through my achievements, but through my character. Professionally, I want to continue to learn and grow. I feel very fortunate to be at a firm like Squire, where I'm surrounded by exceptionally talented colleagues from whom I can learn from, and where I am continuously provided with the opportunities to develop and grow. So I want to maximize those resources and experiences to continue to hone my legal skills and become the best lawyer that I can, so I can make a positive contribution to the teams that I'm part of and be an asset to the firm, and hopefully become a valuable and trusted advisor to the clients that we serve.
Wow. Well, thank you, Shaun. I have no doubt that you will achieve those goals. And thank you for being with us here today. As we bring our series to a close, I want to express my deepest appreciation to Shaun Kim for joining us and offering his valuable perspectives. Your work is a testament to the strength and diversity of the AAPI community. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in and joining us in honoring the contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Let's carry forward the spirit of AAPI Heritage Month by continuing to support and celebrate the diversity that strengthens our firm and adds to our profession and society. If you would like to be involved with our AAPI resource group, please do reach out to the Office of DEI.